What's up, guys? Welcome to part 3 in our pain-free horse stance series. So far we've talked about external rotation, the posterior pelvic tilt. Today we're going to talk about engaging your core and especially your pelvic floor when doing the horse stance. So engaging your core. What you want to do when you engage your core is not just squeeze your abs. A lot of people think of the core, they say, oh, you squeeze your abs. That is not engaging the core, okay? If you squeeze your abs, I can squeeze my abs like this. It causes me to do like a crunch. And you can see that my upper back is rounded. This is no good. We do not want a rounded back in horse stance. We want to have a straight back. So what we want to do is squeeze the abs, the obliques on the side here, and our back extensor muscles right here along the spine. What that's going to do is kind of squeeze. You think you have your ribs and your hips here. All this part that isn't protected by bone, you're going to squeeze those muscles to protect that lower spine. So it's going to act like a corset. Imagine somebody coming and squeezing around your waist and pulling in, and that's the type of idea you want when you do engage your core. So squeezing all those muscles around the lower spine. That's going to protect the lower spine. If I'm properly engaging my core, when I go to bend over, my back should not bend. If my core is not engaged, when I bend over, my back can bend. You see that? Okay, I don't want to do that. I want to keep my back nice and everything nice and straight, nice and tight, engaging the core. Okay, part 2 of this is engaging the pelvic floor. So in Chinese martial arts, they have a point called huiyin. Huiyin is actually an acupuncture point, and it's in between the genitals and the anus. Now, some of you may laugh at that, but I assure you in Chinese martial arts, it's real. When they talk about doing Qigong or they do the horse stance, they talk about sucking up on huiyin. So what is that? How do you do that? Well, basically, this engages your pelvic floor. Okay, if you go to any weightlifter out there who's doing heavy squats or deadlifts, they're going to be engaging their pelvic floor. And they do that by using the muscles when you have to go to the bathroom that prevent you from going to the bathroom, from peeing all over yourself, basically. Okay, so you're sucking up on huiyin, and you're engaging the core at the same time. So everything's squeezing as you're creating external rotation, right? And you've got the tilt, right? Now you're squeezing everything so the back is nice and protected. Okay, we do not want this in our horse stance. You see a lot of people rounded over when they do it, or worse, they're overextended. We don't want to do that. We don't want to overextend ourselves, and we also don't want to bend over like this when we're doing our horse stance. Okay, so you have external rotation, posterior pelvic tilt, and now we have engaging the core and the pelvic floor. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask them below. I'll try to answer them. And we'll see you next time for our last and final tip on a pain-free horse stance, which is going to be thoracic extension. Until then, guys,